What's up, everybody? Welcome to March 1st, 2021. Another month in the books. We're here for another episode of the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining NHL sports gambling podcast on YouTube. My name is Pat Stuthers, your host and commentator. We're going to break down all the electric results from the weekend. We did very well. All the most devastating moments, what we learned from the weekend, and then what we're going to predict for Monday and Tuesday night. A whole bunch more games, 116 days straight. I'll be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're watching this, please make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate all your support. I need subscribers to get more views, and then I can bring everyone more hockey content and sports content. Just a reminder that tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on Instagram Live, we'll be doing our giveaway, so make sure you like the Fan the Casual Instagram page and you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. So let's take a look at some of the results. On Friday night, I went 2-1. On Saturday, I went 10-4. With a couple of terrible underdog picks that I wouldn't make again, I really could have been 12-2. And then on Sunday, I went 5-1, bringing me to a 17-4 record over the weekend. We knew it was coming after the week we had. My total record improves now to 175 and 130, keeping it at a nice 58%. So let's get right to a total. The things that happened that I said would happen, and they went down the way I said they would. Number one, the Wild put a stop to that Kings run. The Wild are, I think, just a little bit better team, arguably fighting for the top spot in that division with the Colorado Avalanche and the Vegas Golden Knights. Another stopper, the Toronto Maple Leafs, even without Austin Matthews, put a stop to the Edmonton Oilers run there. That was a great game for the Buds. Mitch Marner played great. They're gonna face off again tonight, and we'll see how it goes. Next thing I told you, the Blues and Sharks game on Friday night was an absolute circus. It was a 7-6 final. Jordan Binnington got pulled on his way out. He did a couple 2 for flinching to like 3 different players for some reason. And the last thing I told you was all the Sunday games, because they went pretty much how I expected. I expected the Islanders to split with the Penguins, so if you listened to that advice, you would have taken it. So let's talk about some of those electric moments. What were the most exciting things over the past 3 days of hockey? Number one, Patrick Kane becomes the 100th player to score his 400th career goal in the NHL. Kane is one of the greatest players of my generation. For me, it's like Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin, and Patrick Kane is right up there. That Hawks team dynasty was unstoppable. Patrick Kane is still producing at such an elite level, and he's also making the team around him better with how dangerous he is. If you watch Hawks games, as soon as Kane gets the puck, the other team is clearly afraid. Another electric moment on this day in 2010, Sidney Crosby scores the golden goal for Team Canada to beat the United States in the Vancouver Olympics. Fun fact, James Reimer was on that roster and he was there for the celebration. I think almost everyone in Canada remembers where they were when that goal went in. It was one of the most electric moments in hockey in my life. Can't believe it's been 11 years. So what did we learn over that weekend? What's something that we can take away and use for our predictions going forward? Number one, I don't know if this is really news to anybody, but the Buffalo Sabres rebuild isn't going very well. The Sabres tanked for McDavid and got a consolation prize of Jack Eichel. That was about a year before the Leafs started their rebuild, and they still have not gotten out of the basement. Rasmus Dahlin is kind of calling out the team to step up. Jack Eichel is correcting his coach on when he got injured. The fans have given up. It looks like the team has given up. Jeff Skinner hasn't scored a goal since February 29th, 2020. That's a year ago. Ralph Kruger is just playing him on the 4th line all the time. He gets like 9 minutes a game. I don't know what the fix is for that team, but right now it's a pretty safe bet to go against them. So moving right along here, let's get to our Monday and Tuesday night predictions. I'm gonna go through every matchup and tell you what I think, who's gonna win, or maybe if I should stay away. The first game tonight is the Carolina Hurricanes as minus 120 favorites against the Florida Panthers as plus 100 underdogs. 63% of the money is on the Panthers. The Panthers are 13-4-3, good enough for second in the division, while the Hurricanes are 13-6-1, putting them in 4th. Really, the only difference between these two teams is a couple more overtime games. The road team is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings. The favorite is 46-20 in the last 66 meetings. The Hurricanes are 9-3 in the last 12, and they're 4-0 in the last 4 meetings in Florida. The Panthers went on a nice run there. I haven't seen enough from that team to be confident betting in them every game, especially against a team as good as the Carolina Hurricanes. My lean would be the Hurricanes in this game. So next game is the Calgary Flames minus 155 favorites against the Ottawa Senators plus 135 underdogs as this series continues. The favorite is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. The home team is 4-1 in the last 5, but the Flames are 4-0 in their last 4 Monday games. They're 8-2 when their opponent scores 5 or more goals in the previous game, and they're 9-3 in their last 12 against a team with a losing record. As bad as the Senators beat the Flames in that first game, I don't see the Flames dropping another game to them. I'm gonna take the Flames in this one. Next game, the Vancouver Canucks is plus 115 underdogs Canucks against the Winnipeg Jets as minus 135 favorites. 73% of the money is on the Jets. The Canucks have been skidding. They're 1-9 in the last 10 games in Winnipeg. They're 5-17 in the last 22 meetings between these teams. The favorite is 19-7 in the last 26 meetings. Canucks are 0-4 in their last 4. They're 2-9 in their last 11 as an underdog. Jets are 4-0 in their last 4 overall, and 9-2 in their last 11 as a favorite. Give me the Jets all day in this one. They beat the Canucks every time. Next game, the St. Louis Blues is minus 145 favorites at the Anaheim Ducks plus 125 underdogs. 74% of the money is on the Blues. The road team is 10-1 in the last 11 meetings. Favorite is 37-16 in the last 53 meetings. Blues are 6-0 in the last 6 in Anaheim. They're 4-0 in the last 4 meetings, and the under is 4-1 in the last 5. The Blues have really been skidding. They're really struggling right now, and Anaheim is used to being bad, so they play well for a bad team every night, if you understand what I'm saying. The Blues are just getting used to being bad. For that reason, I like the Ducks as underdogs, but if you look at those trends, it seems like the Blues will put a stop to their losing skid against a team like the Ducks. They need to. Next game is game 2 between the Toronto Maple Leafs as minus 120 favorites against the Edmonton Oilers as plus 100 underdog. Now you can double your money thinking McDavid and Draisaitl answer and get a win here on the Oilers. However, the road team is 6-2 in the last 8. Leafs are 21-8 in the last 29 meetings. The favorite is 14-5 in the last 19, and the Leafs are 6-1 in the last 7 in Edmonton. The Leafs are a really deep team. Even with injuries, they still have so many superstars. It just gives guys more chances to play. I still like the Leafs in this one. All right, next game is a big matchup in the Western Division. You have the Minnesota Wild as plus 130 underdogs at the Vegas Golden Knights, minus 150 favorites. 72% of the money is on the Knights. So the underdog is actually 5-1 in the last 6 meetings. The Wild are 6-2 in the last 8 meetings. The Wild are 6-0 in their last 6 overall. However, the Knights are 6-1 against a team with a winning percentage above 600, 23-8 in their last 31 home games, 21-8 in their last 29 as a home favorite, and 10-4 in their last 14 as an outright favorite. The Wild are on a 6-game win streak. Does running into a team like the Knights put a stop to that? I would think it does. However, I do love the value on the Minnesota Wild. If they win this game, they establish themselves as a real contender for this division. Stay away or lean towards the Wild for the value. Next game, you have the Colorado Avalanche as minus 200 favorites against the San Jose Sharks as plus 175. I really think the Colorado Avalanche should win this game and win it in dominant fashion. I would consider taking them minus 1.5. That said, there are some scary stats that go in San Jose's favor. The Avalanche are 4-23 in the last 27 meetings in San Jose. The home team is 39-13 in the last 52 meetings. However, the Avalanche are 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. Favorite is 41-13 in the last 54 meetings. The Avs are 10-3 in the third game of a 3-4 situation, and they're 20-8 in road games. Gotta go with the Avs in this one. However, it's not great value, so you might want to take them regulation or minus 1.5. Now on Tuesday, you have the Detroit Red Wings as plus 163 underdogs against the Columbus Blue Jackets as minus 200 favorites. The Red Wings are 1-5 in the last 6 meetings in Columbus. They're 6-21 in the last 27 meetings. The favorite is 38-13 in the last 51 meetings, but the Blue Jackets are also 0-5 in their last 5 overall, and the Detroit Red Wings have been stealing some games. This one is a total stay away for me. I don't know which team is going to play worse, but I don't know who's going to win. Next game, the New York Islanders minus 143 favorites against the New Jersey Devils, plus 118 underdogs. The Islanders are 11-5 in their last 16 in New Jersey. Favorite is 17-7 in the last 24 meetings. Islanders are 19-7 in the last 26 meetings, and the under is 16-6-4 in the last 26. I love the weapons on the Devils. Zaka, Palmieri. Palmieri's been completely snake bitten recently. Heischer. But this Islanders team is deep and well regimented and well coached, and I think they're going to win the game. Up next, you have the Ottawa Senators as plus 210 underdogs against the Montreal Canadiens, minus 265 favorites. Now, to me, that doesn't seem like a realistic line. The way both of these teams have been playing recently, I think it should be much closer, which tells me that there's great value on the Senators here. The stats go against them a little bit. They're 2-7 their last 9 in Montreal, and they're 6-13 in the last 19 meetings. But the Canadiens are also 0-5 in their last 5 overall. They've been skidding, and the Sens have been playing good hockey. The only thing that I think is contributing to this is that the Senators are 0-5 in the third game of a 3-4 situation, and they're also 1-5 in the fourth game of a 4-6 situation. So they've been playing a lot of games recently, and I think Vegas is expecting them to be fatigued against the Canadiens, which is possible. I still like the value on them. Next game, Philadelphia Flyers as slight underdogs minus 106 against the Pittsburgh Penguins, minus 114 favorites. Underdog is 5-2 in the last 7. Home team is 5-0 in the last 5. Flyers are 4-0 in their last 4 Tuesday games, 5-1 in their last 6 road games. Penguins are 5-2 on their last 7 Tuesday games, but they're 0-4 in the third game of a 3-4 situation and 0-4 in the fourth game of a 4-6 situation. They, like the Senators, are playing a lot of games. For that reason, give me the Flyers. Next game, Buffalo plus 118 underdogs against the New York Rangers, minus 143 favorites. This should be an easy pick to fade the Sabres, but you're missing Panarin. Mika Zibanejad has been ice cold. Alexis Lafreniere hasn't exploded onto the scene for the Rangers. They're playing good team defense. They have a lot of under games. But without their top-end scoring threats producing, I really don't want to pick them. It's also possible that the Sabres somehow get fired up and actually win a game. Well, with a young prospect calling the team out and the captain being unhappy and the coach not seeming to know what he's doing. I'm going to take a risky Buffalo Sabres in this game. Next game, Carolina Hurricanes, minus 129 favorites against the Nashville Predators, plus 107 underdogs. Canes are 8-1 in the last 9 meetings, 5-0 in the last 5 in Nashville. Road team is 4-0 in the last 4, and the Preds are 1-5 in their last 6 against a team with a winning percentage above 600. Give me the Canes in this one. Next game, Vancouver, plus 118 underdogs against the Winnipeg Jets, minus 143 favorites. For all the reasons I said before, I'm taking the Jets in both games. They seem to have the Canucks number, especially in Winnipeg. And the very last game of Tuesday night is the Tampa Bay Lightning as minus 167 favorites against the Dallas Stars, plus 138 underdogs. The Stars are really skidding right now, and Tampa's probably the best, if not the top 3 teams in the league. Tampa's 5-1 in the last 6 meetings. Road team is 4-1 in the last 5. Lightning are 4-0 in their last 4 overall. Stars are 1-8 in their last 9 overall. Stars are also 2-8 in the second game of a home and home. It's not great value, but bolts all day. I might take them 1.5 or in regulation. All right, so with all those predictions, I'm going to take those and make some official picks who I think is going to win, who I think is going to lose for each game, starting on Monday night, going right through to Tuesday night. And then we'll keep track of those results and talk about it on Wednesday. My official picks starting with tonight: Hurricanes, Flames, Jets, Ducks, Leafs, Avalanche, Wild. Red Wings, Islanders, Canadiens, Flyers. Rangers, Hurricanes, Jets, Lightning. That's it. That's who I think is going to win. Last weekend, I went 17-4. Pretty good odds for 3 days of hockey. This is only 2 days. I've been posting a lot of 9-5 records. So pick these teams, listen to my predictions, the ones you think make the most sense. Put them together and make yourself a nice parlay and win some money. But I'll also offer you my official bets for the next 2 days. First bet I'm making on Monday night. I'm going to do a 3-team parlay involving the Calgary Flames, the Winnipeg Jets, and the Colorado Avalanche. And if that doesn't hit, I'm going to be very upset because those are all heavy favorites and they have a lot of trends to back it up. And even if it doesn't hit, I would make the pick again. I'm saying that right now. This one should hit. Now on Tuesday, I'm going to place a small underdog wager. Definitely not the biggest bet I'm making, but a small underdog wager on the plus 210 Ottawa Senators against the skidding Montreal Canadiens. I can't pass those odds up from what I've been seeing from these 2 teams. I'm also going to take a parlay of Tampa and the Winnipeg Jets. That should double your money about. So that's it. All my best advice, everything that happened over the weekend, everything that I think will happen over the next couple of days. I'll see you guys on Wednesday again to keep track of all these results, making sure to bring you episodes at least 3 times a week. We're also doing MLB episodes now. 116 days straight, every day of hockey for this entire 2021 season. For all of you that are following along at home, thank you so much. I wish you all luck. I hope you nail some bets. I hope we all make some money. I hope we kill it over the next 2 days. Cheers, and thanks for watching, and like and subscribe and comment and tell your friends, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Cheers, bye.